Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast. And today we have amazing guest. His name is Eric. What's up, Eric?
What's up, Mandeep?
Join us as we dive deep into the world of home service entrepreneurship, interacting with industry leaders, coaches, and entrepreneurs about their experiences, challenges, and victories. Through their inspiring stories, we hope to equip our listeners with the tools and knowledge they need to succeed in the competitive home service industry. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, tune in to Born for the Trades podcast for invaluable insight and real-world inspiration.
Doing good, doing good. How about you? How's Red Robin? Are you now ambassador of Red Robin or not?
I was telling someone down here on the expo hall earlier that my next business venture I want to do is to franchise Red Robin. I think that would be fun. But no, not an ambassador yet. I love Red Robin. If you're listening to this out there, Red Robin is the best.
Is the best. Like,
the best.
tell me more about Red Robin. How often you go?
Oh, I go as often as people might think. Maybe like once or twice a month. But I know you like Red Robin as well. What's your favorite burger?
My favorite burger is Scorpion. Like that's the new one they introduced.
Yeah.
Juicy.
I like the bonsai burger with the pineapple on it.
Oh my God.
You know,
Sounds good.
my favorite thing about Red Robin is when you buy a milkshake, they bring you the metal can with the rest of the ice cream in it.
Right.
That is like, this is a perfect way to segue into a conversation about running a business, because like it's the little things like that that make an impact
Right.
for your customer. And so many people overlook the little things. Like Red Robin could easily say, well, they didn't pay for that extra milkshake, so they're not going to get it. But we all know, and they all know they're just going to throw that away anyways. So they're able to take that extra milkshake that they were going to throw away and give it to the customer. And that makes such a good impact with the customer already. So,
Right. Now I agree with you. And bottomless fries. Oh my God.
so good.
So good.
I love the bottomless fries. Especially when you get that seasoning on it.
I love that, man. I love that. And yeah, you know that, right? Like Red Robin people, like, Facebook admins, they have started like commenting on my posts. And I think I'm almost there to,
I know.
I think almost
It's like
there.
a race. You're gonna beat me too, I think.
No, man. I don't have any competition, man. I feel in abundance. You know that.
Oh yeah. No, I know that for sure. Well, Mandeep, what are we talking about today?
We can talk about anything. We already talked about Red Robin. So, okay, let's talk about retention. Let's talk about maybe CSRs. How about that?
Okay.
What kind of like CSRs play a big role, and what do you think that where it's going, where it's shaping right now when it comes to CSR coaching, where they're lacking right now?
So, I think so many business owners, they put so much emphasis on processes and marketing and the technical aspect and financial. That's good. You need to do all of that. I think, unfortunately, a lot of times the CSRs tend to get overlooked because they're, kind of like a seed player, some might say. And but it's crazy to me because your CSRs, that's the front line of your business.
Right.
Those are the ones that when you have, Mrs. Jones calling in after having the worst day of her life, your CSR is the one that is here to comfort her or him or whoever it is, to make sure that they know, like, hey, you don't worry, we're going to take care of you. And so for this to be one of the most overlooked positions in the company as far as training and processes and people go, it's crazy to me, because especially when we're out here, this cost per lead is up, search demand is down. So every single call matters right now. And if your CSRs are answering it all willy-nilly, thank you for calling.
Yeah.
What can I do for you? Like, that's crazy to me. So I think when it comes to coaching, like Power 7 Pros, they're awesome. There's a bunch of different good ones out there.
Right.
That are really good at CSR training. As far as the future of it goes, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about like AI,
AI.
and stuff like that.
I don't think so. We are there yet. Like, I don't think so.
I don't think they're there yet, but
Might be.
it'll be there eventually. I just don't think that like they'll never be able to fully cut out the human aspect of business,
Right.
especially the CSR position, because it just you need a human connection sometimes. So yeah, CSRs are crucial, and you were also mentioning retention. If you get the right CSRs with the right training,
Right.
and you've got a customer list, and their power so good, and
Yeah. Bring them is gonna be your
so
partner.
yeah, you got good CSRs with good training, and you have a good customer list.
Right.
Well, we know every single year it's going to cool off and the leads are going to die down, and your CSRs can be pounding those phones, not
Right.
just rehashing old leads, but just to call your current customers. And I'm sure there's others that can speak more, educated on like retention strategies for the home service business. But myself, I'm a homeowner, and I'm also a member of a maintenance club for my HVAC company.
Right.
And it is so nice whenever like they call and they're like, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. It's like you go to the dentist or whatever. Haven't seen you in a while. We need to come by. We need to do your fall maintenance and for anything else going on. We can help you. Like they're calling with the only really agenda is just to get my maintenance done, which is what I paid for.
Right.
But they call and they're serving. They're serving me. They're not calling to say, hey, bye.
Right.
They're calling and they're saying, is there anything at the moment while I've got you on the phone that I can help
Right.
with?
Right.
They're already calling to get that maintenance booked.
Right.
They're not calling to sell it, but like while we're on the phone, is everything else okay? Yeah, everything's great. Okay, perfect. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I look at the data, I listen to the phone calls, and all these CSRs just going for a one shot. Like, all these leads are coming from Google My Business, like organic, let's say Google Ads, and there is no follow up. And I don't know, why there is no follow up on that. And reach out to them, maybe reach out to the existing database too.
Yeah.
Like so many leads are sitting in the bucket. If we can reach out, especially in the shoulder season, they can book a lot of appointments, especially for maintenance, tune-up, right?
You know who kills this? Lawrence. Lawrence was on your podcast
Yes,
a few years back, and his company does a phenomenal job with this. Their dispatchers and their CSRs are so dialed in, to the point where like they've got a database full of customers, and if the demand is down, they know exactly what levers to pull. They're able to email, send an email blast or call their customers and check in on them.
Right.
And so, but you got to have the right CSRs there. Call reluctance is a real thing. And if you're a CSR and you're the first to answer the inbound calls, but to also be doing outbound, that takes a little bit of, I would say, a little more confidence.
Right.
Because like when you answer an inbound call, someone has a problem and they're making the first move. When you're outbounding, you're essentially interrupting this person's day to offer them something. So it does take a little more courage and confidence. And that's where coaching comes in, because if you're not coached up and you haven't been role playing, you don't know what the objections are going to be, and you don't know what to say, well, then you're going to get call reluctance and you're never going to follow. So
I agree.
yeah.
And I think coaching plays a big role. And I think a lot of people, especially CSRs, they don't feel comfortable in doing outbounding. I think outbound is, I think there are a lot of, dollar amounts are there, and connection. You don't have to just go hard on the sales, right? Just I think make a connection, be friends with them, what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think they'll have to figure it out. I think the coaching part comes here. But again, it's so nice to have you here, and I like your booth here. And what do you think about the event? Tommy Mello's Home Service Freedom. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a good event. Massive shout out to Tommy and Bill and Jim and Bree and their whole team.
Amazing.
They've done a really good job with this event. There's just a lot of energy, a lot of people here, a lot of networking, good food. Oh my God, I can't stand it when you go to an event and the food's bad. The food here is good.
I missed it. I'm starving. I gotta eat.
They had this really nice like salmon with really lemon zest on it. It's good. So yeah, good food, good people, good vibes all around. Yeah, lovely event. Thank you all at Home Service Treatment for putting us on.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, entire team. This is such a great event, and I would say one of the best events that I have been to. Its energy is great, like you said. So, all right. Thanks to everyone for listening to our podcast, and thank you, Eric, for coming on our show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.